There is something within you stirred. Something unseen called your spirit forward. This message has been waiting for you, and now so has your moment. You are not like the others. And deep down, you've always known this. You've walked through seasons where the world didn't make sense, where people spoke with forked tongues and smiled while hiding sharp intentions. You've trusted, only to be betrayed. You've stood alone, surrounded by crowds. You've stayed silent, not because you lacked words, but because you knew your voice was sacred. You are what the world calls different, but heaven calls you chosen. There's something about your presence, steady, calm, unwavering. Even in your quiet moments, the atmosphere shifts when you walk into a room. Not everyone understands it. Many fear it. Some will try to tame it. But what they don't realize is this: your power isn't loud. It doesn't shout. It doesn't plead. It simply is. And right now, unseen forces are moving. Some are drawn to your light. Others come to dim it. They will make you an offer. Sweet words, promises of comfort, success, a shortcut to your dreams. But I urge you, don't drink from that cup. Even if they beg, even if it's wrapped in beauty, dripping with desire, even if it looks like everything you've ever wanted, because hidden beneath that offer is a poison, one designed to weaken you, trap you, and steal your power in silence. And that is exactly what they want: your energy, your essence, your fire. But what they don't know is that you've already been refined by fire. Before we dive into this powerful message, do 3 things. Hit like, subscribe, and comment 11 to activate a divine signal in the universe. If you're truly a chosen one, your spirit already knows this is for you. Watch until the end. Not everyone will. But if you do, your life won't just change. It will transform forever. Let's begin. Part 1. The unseen power. The power of the chosen one is not loud. It's not adorned in flashing lights or cloaked in applause. It cannot be touched, measured, or defined by the limited vision of those who judge only what they can see. This power doesn't shine like gold. It hums like thunder beneath the skin, steady and constant, echoing in the depths of the soul. It lives in stillness. It breathes in silence. It grows in the shadows, away from the noise of the world. This is not a power that can be bought, broken, or borrowed. It is not taught or inherited. It is awakened. And once it rises within, it becomes eternal. It draws its strength from a sacred connection to truth, to purpose, and to something far greater than the superficial systems of men. They may try to copy your presence, mimic your words, your walk, your rhythm, but they cannot duplicate your essence. Because your power isn't in what you do, it's in who you are. Unmatchable, unshakable, unseen by the eye but felt by the spirit. The quieter you become, the louder your spirit begins to speak. The more you pull back, the more your energy fills the room. Because true power never demands attention, it commands it. And yours was not built in comfort, it was forged in fire. It flows from every wound you choose to heal. Every night you wept silently but chose to rise again. Every betrayal you endured without letting your heart grow cold. Every time you were overlooked, yet never stopped showing up. The world will never fully grasp what it cost you to become this steady, this grounded, this wise. But you remember, you carry the memory of the battles no one saw. That's why you no longer entertain the invitations to return to the places you've outgrown. They try to lure you back into cages that no longer fit you. But this time, the chains are softer, wrapped in compliments, hidden behind empty apologies. They call it care, call it love, call it loyalty, but you've learned to see what lies beneath the words. They speak peace, but they hide daggers in their smiles. And still, they beckon you to drink to accept their poison cup as if it were your salvation. But you know better now. You've tasted freedom, you've remembered who you are, and you will not lower your crown to dance with the deceiver. Because the moment you accept what was never meant for you, the moment you allow the wrong energy to enter your space, you surrender what is sacred. You give away the throne you were born to sit on, and that will never happen again. Because now you walk in knowing, you walk in clarity, you walk in the power that cannot be touched. the unseen force within you that moves mountains without a sound. Part 2. The mind games and silent war's temptation doesn't always enter with a snarl or a threat. Sometimes it slips in with a smile and soft words, whispering, "I just want to help you." It dresses itself in kindness, in false intimacy, in promises that sound too good to be true and often are. It speaks in tones of obligation, in familiar phrases like, "You owe me," or "Trust me," or "This is your big chance." But the chosen one has learned not to be swayed by noise. You've come to understand that volume is not truth, that flattery is not loyalty, and that those who speak the most often have the least to give. You no longer move by sound, you move by knowing. That inner compass, that gut instinct, that spiritual discernment sharpened through pain and practice, it guides your every step now. And through it, you've learned the hard and holy truth. Not all who clap are cheering for you. Not all who linger beside you are loyal. Not every hand that reaches for yours is meant to lift you up. And not all love is love. The mind games are subtle. Manipulation doesn't always come wrapped in malice. Sometimes it comes draped in concern. Betrayal often arrives with the sweetest kiss. But you, the chosen one, have grown wise. You've been burned enough times to stop reaching for the flame. Your spirit is alert, your heart discerning, your mind clear. You no longer mistake attention for affection or applause for acceptance. You've seen how quickly admiration turns to envy, how quickly praise turns into pressure. They may still try to ensnare you with compliments, with offers, with opportunities laced in compromise. They think you can be bought with status, distracted by applause, or softened by false affection. But they forget you've already walked through that fire. You've tasted the emptiness behind those bright promises. You know how it feels to be praised in public but targeted in private. You've seen the traps behind the smiles. So now you no longer chase what glitters because you've already found your gold, and it was never out there. It was always within you. That inner treasure, that quiet strength, that clarity of soul, that is your wealth, and it cannot be manipulated, measured, or mimicked. You've learned to sit in silence while others speak in circles. You've learned that some battles are fought not with swords but with silence, with stillness, with unwavering peace. You don't need to prove your value to those who never truly saw you. You don't need to argue with those who only pretend to care. You simply stand steady, whole, and wise. Because in a world full of performers, your truth has become your armor. And now the games no longer work for you. You've outgrown the illusions. You've outlasted the lies. You've won the silent war without ever raising your voice. Part 3. The armor of silence. There is a kind of power that doesn't roar, it whispers. It doesn't need an audience, it simply exists. That power is silence. And for the chosen one, silence is not just a pause between words, it is armor. It is a force so profound that it unsettles those who cannot access it. They try to provoke you, to draw you into arguments, to bait you into battle. But when you refuse to react, when you choose calm over chaos, you become untouchable. In a world that thrives on noise, constant opinions, endless debates, desperate cries for attention, your silence is rebellion. It is resistance. It is your quiet refusal to be controlled. They don't know what to do with it because they can't decode it. They can't manipulate what they can't predict. And your stillness? It exposes their noise for what it truly is, a mask for insecurity, a cover for emptiness. There was a time when you felt the need to explain yourself to prove your heart, your loyalty, your worth. But now you've learned. You've learned that some people aren't misunderstanding you by accident. They're committed to it. No explanation will ever satisfy someone who is determined not to hear you. So you stopped pouring your precious energy into empty conversations. You stopped handing your truth to those who would only twist it. Your energy is sacred, and you finally realize it's not meant to be scattered in chaos. You don't need to respond to every jab. You don't need to correct every lie. You don't need to validate your light for those who are blind to it. Let them talk. Let them speculate. Let them build their narratives, because your truth doesn't depend on their belief. Your path doesn't require their approval. You've stepped into a new level of strength, one where presence speaks louder than words. The chosen one doesn't chase validation because their worth is not up for debate. They carry something deeper, a presence that shifts the atmosphere, a quiet authority that cannot be explained but is always felt. They don't announce who they are, they simply are. In your silence, you are doing something most people will never understand. You are building. Brick by invisible brick, you are constructing something unshakable within yourself. A fortress of peace, a tower of clarity, a kingdom of purpose. While others are busy making noise, you are making moves. Silent ones, steady ones, divine ones. You're not hiding, you're rising. And in this sacred stillness, your power is growing, multiplying, becoming unstoppable. Because the one who knows how to hold their peace knows how to protect their destiny. Part 4. The hidden serpent of betrayal. Betrayal rarely announces itself. It doesn't come with thunder or flashing signs. More often, it slips in quietly, unnoticed, disguised as a friend, cloaked in trust, armed with soft words and practiced smiles. It doesn't look like danger, not at first. It looks like loyalty, like warmth, like someone who claps when you win, only to hope for your fall behind closed doors. But you, chosen one, have learned the language of betrayal. You've felt its sting not just once, but many times. You've held hands that later stabbed your back. You've stared into eyes that once sparkled with connection, only to watch them grow cold with calculation. You've heard promises break in the exact moment you needed them to hold. And still you didn't shatter. Still you stood. Because betrayal didn't destroy you, it awakened you. The pain carved wisdom into your soul. Every broken word, every false friend, every silent abandonment sharpened your vision. You no longer take people at face value. You listen to energy now, not just words. You've come to understand that not everyone who offers you a seat at the table is there to feed you. Some are only there to witness your collapse. Some want proximity to your light, not to honor it, but to dim it. So you've learned to guard your peace like a fortress. You don't build walls out of fear, you build boundaries out of truth. You still trust, but no longer blindly. You still love, but never without discernment. You give your heart, but only where it's safe to place it. The serpent no longer surprises you. You feel its presence before it strikes. You sense the shift in tone, the subtle change in energy, the misalignment hidden beneath their flattery. Your spirit speaks before words confirm the truth. And because of that, betrayal may still sting, but it no longer catches you unaware. You're not hardened, but you are refined. What once broke you now strengthens your resolve. What once left you shattered now leaves you standing taller. You see through the games now. The manipulation disguised as affection, the control masked as care, the envy lurking behind empty compliments. And while others still fall for the performance, you see the stage. You've grown wise in the fire. And with that wisdom comes peace. You no longer beg to be understood. You no longer explain your absence from tables where snakes dine. You walk away without needing to announce your exit, because true strength is not found in revenge, but in release. You don't need to get even, you simply rise. And that's what unsettles them most. Part 5. Your energy is sacred chosen. 1. Your energy is not ordinary, it is sacred currency. It is your most valuable asset, the unseen power you carry into every room, every conversation, every atmosphere. And whether you realize it or not, others feel it. They may not understand it, but they sense it. Your presence carries an undeniable weight. You are not here to carry the weight of those who refuse to rise. You are not responsible for the healing of those who won't even admit they're bleeding. You are a mirror, and the truth you reflect will always discomfort those living in denial. That discomfort, that resistance, it's not your burden. You were never meant to shrink so others could feel tall. You were never meant to dim your light to make others comfortable in their darkness. Let them be uncomfortable. Let your peace provoke them, because sometimes the presence of wholeness will feel like an offense to those still married to their wounds. Your energy is sacred, and sacred things must be protected. not out of fear, but out of reverence. Because what you carry isn't just for anyone. It is for those who come with clean hands, clear hearts, and honorable intentions. You've learned to stop giving the best of yourself to those who only show up with empty cups. Now you pour into yourself first. Now you protect your power. And in doing so, you shine brighter not because the world gave you permission, but because you finally did. Part 6. Discernment is your superpower. You carry a knowing that never sleeps. You feel what others overlook. You notice the energy behind the words, the tension beneath the surface, the intention hidden behind the smile. You don't just listen to what people say, you listen to what their spirit is really saying. You read energy more fluently than you read language. You feel the shift in atmosphere before anyone else does. And no, this isn't a curse, it's your gift, a divine compass embedded within your soul, a sacred shield that protects what your eyes can't see. This gift has saved you time and time again. It shows you the motives behind the masks. It reveals the truth dressed in disguise. It doesn't shout, it whispers. It says, wait, step back, be still. Something here isn't right. And you've learned to trust it, because every time you've ignored it, pain follows. Every time you silence that quiet inner voice in favor of appearances or logic or pressure, you found yourself paying a price. But now you've stopped second-guessing it. You've seen too much. You've walked through too many false friendships, too many veiled manipulations, too many almosts and not quites to keep pretending you don't feel what you feel. You've learned to observe without reacting, to check the fruit, not just the words, because talk is cheap, but energy never lies. They can fake charm, they can rehearse empathy, they can master the right phrases, wear the right expressions, and play the role convincingly. But no one can fake energy. You've become so attuned to it, so rooted in your knowing, that even the most carefully crafted performance can't fool you anymore. You see the patterns, you sense the desperation behind the praise. You feel jealousy wrapped in compliments. And because of that, you move differently. You don't just walk into a room anymore, you scan it. You don't just connect with people, you discern them. You are no longer available for anything that feels forced, fake, or misaligned. Because now you trust your gift. And as you continue to honor it, you'll find that it honors you in return, guiding you, protecting you, and aligning you with what's truly meant for your spirit. Part 7. The art of emotional distance. Some will look at you and say you've grown cold. Others will whisper that you've become prideful, distant, perhaps even heartless. But what they don't realize is that your emotional distance is not a product of arrogance. It is the fruit of wisdom, born from pain. It is self-respect, lived out. You didn't wake up one day and decide to pull away from the world. No, you were pushed there. By experiences, by betrayals, by giving too much to people who only knew how to take. You've been burned enough times to know that not everyone deserves access to your inner world. Not everyone should be allowed into the sacred space of your heart. And now you understand that protecting that space is not selfish. It's survival. Love does not require you to surrender your peace. True compassion does not ask you to tear down your boundaries. And loyalty, it should never cost you your well-being. You've walked through relationships that demanded your energy, but never offered replenishment. You've poured your soul into connections that were only deep enough to drown you. So now you've learned. You've mastered the art of protecting your heart not by building walls that keep everyone out, but by becoming selective about who you open the door to. You no longer allow everyone to enter. Access must be earned. Trust must be built. Presence must be proven. You can love someone deeply and still not allow them to destroy you. You can forgive someone fully and still decide that closeness is no longer safe. This emotional distance you've embraced is not isolation. It is discernment in action. It is clarity wrapped in calm. It is knowing the value of your own peace and choosing not to trade it for chaos disguised as connection. While others chase comfort in closeness, you've found your strength in solitude. You've realized that it's better to walk alone in alignment than to walk with company that pulls you out of your truth. The old version of you would have stayed, explained, bent yourself to keep the peace. But this version honors peace by not inviting war in the first place. There is nothing cold about preserving your spirit. There is nothing prideful about setting boundaries that protect your healing. Emotional distance isn't the absence of love, it's the presence of self-awareness. You've simply outgrown the need to be understood by everyone. And now you no longer sacrifice your inner sanctuary for temporary companionship. This distance you've created, it's a sacred filter. It shields your heart, preserves your mind, and protects your purpose. Because not everyone who wants to walk with you is meant to. And not everyone who loves you knows how to honor you. So now, you choose wisely with eyes open and heart guarded, not out of fear, but out of deep, hard-earned love for yourself. Now you rise not with noise, not with vengeance, but with clarity. No one sees it coming. They underestimate what silence can build. They forget that still waters run deep, and when they move with force. You've let go of the need to explain, to convince, to beg people to see your value. You no longer chase doors. You build gates. You no longer wait for permission. You step into position. And from this place, grounded, clear, untouchable, you begin to command your reality. Not by striving, but by standing. Not by fighting, but by flowing. This is your power. Thank you for watching until the very end. See you in the next video, Chosen One. Have you ever wondered if your blood type could be more than just a biological marker? Perhaps a key to unlocking the spiritual secrets of our ancestors and our place in the universe? Throughout history, many civilizations have believed that blood carries more than just life. It carries energy, wisdom, and even the echoes of distant stars. What if your blood type connects you to an ancient civilization, a lost kingdom, or even celestial origins beyond Earth? This journey will take you deep into the unseen realms of your heritage, revealing how your blood type may be the bridge between the physical and spiritual world. From the mystical lands of Atlantis and Lemuria to the celestial knowledge of the Pleiades and Sirius, your blood type might hold clues to your past and your soul's mission in this lifetime. Let's explore these fascinating connections and uncover what your blood type reveals about your cosmic origins. Blood type O, the keepers of ancient wisdom. Across the vast expanse of time, echoes of ancient civilizations still whisper through the ages, carried not in the wind, but within the very lifeblood of those who walk the earth today. If you have blood type O, you may be one of the few who bear the imprints of these lost worlds. The wisdom of Atlantis, the spiritual mastery of Lemuria, and the sacred knowledge of ancient Egypt. Your existence is a bridge between past and present, your soul deeply intertwined with the mysteries of civilizations that once flourished in divine harmony with the cosmos. Throughout history, many spiritual seekers, mystics, and visionaries have been believed to share this blood type, not by mere coincidence, but as part of a greater cosmic design. Type O individuals possess an innate sensitivity to energies and vibrations, an ability to perceive beyond the veil of ordinary reality. Their intuition is heightened, often manifesting as gut feelings, prophetic dreams, or an uncanny sense of knowing things without being told. This deep-rooted connection to the unseen makes them natural healers, empaths, and spiritual guides, souls who have returned lifetime after lifetime to share the ancient truths hidden within their DNA. If you are of blood type O, your spiritual awakening is not something you must seek externally. Rather, it is already within you, waiting to be activated. To harness your full potential, grounding yourself in the energy of the earth is essential. Walking barefoot on the grass, meditating near trees, or simply sitting in silence amidst nature allows you to reconnect with the very forces that once empowered the great civilizations of the past. The earth holds a stabilizing force, balancing the immense sensitivity that often accompanies your psychic abilities. Equally important is the activation of your third eye chakra, the center of intuition and higher consciousness. Deep meditation focused on this energy center, located between your eyebrows, allows you to access the wisdom encoded in your soul. As you quiet your mind and tune into this space, you may begin to receive visions, symbols, or even messages from guides beyond the physical realm. whispers of Atlantis, teachings from Egyptian priests, or the flowing energy of Lemurian healers. These experiences are not mere imagination, but remnants of a knowledge that is far older than recorded history. Visualization is another powerful tool for awakening your latent abilities. By mentally transporting yourself to the lost cities of Atlantis, standing before the Great Pyramids, or feeling the pulsating energy of sacred temples, you activate the dormant memories embedded in your spiritual DNA. These journeys are not just fantasy, they are a form of soul retrieval, calling back wisdom and experiences from lifetimes you may not consciously remember. With each visualization, you strengthen your connection to these forgotten civilizations, allowing their knowledge to flow through you once more. Above all, trust in your intuition. The world may often dismiss the unseen as coincidence or imagination, but you know better. Your instincts, emotions, and inner guidance are not random. They are a direct link to the wisdom of your ancestors. By listening to this inner voice, you step into your true role as a guardian of ancient knowledge, a keeper of spiritual truths long forgotten by the modern world. Your path is one of great responsibility, but also of immense purpose. As you awaken to your cosmic heritage, you not only uncover the mysteries of your own existence, but also illuminate the way for others. By embracing your gifts, you bridge the mystical past with the tangible present, ensuring that the sacred wisdom of the ancients will never be lost. Blood type A, the starborn seekers of Pleiades. There is a quiet longing in the hearts of those with blood type A, a yearning that cannot be explained by earthly origins alone. If you belong to this bloodline, you may have always felt different, as if your soul remembers something beyond this world. This is because, according to ancient spiritual traditions, those with blood type A are believed to have a celestial lineage that traces back to the Pleiades, the dazzling star cluster known in mythology as the home of enlightened beings. This deep connection to the cosmos manifests in an insatiable curiosity about the universe, a pull toward ancient myths, and an unshakable sense that there is more to existence than what meets the eye. Your spiritual essence resonates with the wisdom of the Druids, the mysteries of Norse mythology, and the sacred teachings of nature-based traditions. You are a seeker, one who feels an innate drive to explore, understand, and uncover truths hidden beneath the surface. Perhaps you have always been drawn to ancient texts, fascinated by sacred symbols, or mesmerized by the night sky. These are not mere coincidences. They are echoes of your starry heritage, calling you to remember who you are. To awaken your celestial potential, your journey must involve both inner and outer exploration. One of the most powerful ways to activate your soul's memories is through sacred pilgrimage. Visiting ancient sites like Stonehenge, Machu Picchu, or the quiet groves of old forests can stir something deep within you, unlocking energies that have long lain dormant. These places, rich with history and spiritual significance, act as portals, doorways through which you can access the wisdom of your ancestors in the starry realms that seeded your existence. Beyond physical journeys, your spiritual activation also requires connection to the celestial realm. Starlight meditation is one of the most effective ways to attune yourself to your cosmic origins. Sitting beneath the vast expanse of the night sky, allow yourself to feel the energy of the stars, especially the Pleiades, flowing into your being. Visualize their radiant light streaming down, filling you with knowledge, guidance, and ancient insight. This practice not only deepens your intuitive abilities, but also strengthens your bond with the divine forces that have guided you across lifetimes. Your soul speaks a language that is not confined to words alone. It expresses itself through art, music, and storytelling, mediums that allow the wisdom of your cosmic ancestors to flow through you. Whether through painting, writing, composing music, or any form of creative expression, you can tap into messages that transcend time and space. These creations are not merely artistic works. They are coded transmissions, carrying the energy and wisdom of your starborn lineage. However, being deeply connected to higher realms also means heightened sensitivity. As an empathic soul, you may often feel overwhelmed by the emotions of others or the chaotic energy of the modern world. This is why grounding is essential. Spending time in nature, practicing breath work, or simply maintaining a peaceful, harmonious environment can help you navigate this delicate balance between the physical and spiritual worlds. By protecting your energy and honoring your need for solitude, you allow yourself to stay aligned with your true purpose. By embracing this path, you step into your role as a luminary, one who not only seeks truth, but also illuminates it for others. As you deepen your connection to the stars, you become a bridge between the cosmic and the earthly, a guiding light for those who are ready to remember their own celestial origins. In walking this journey with intention and reverence, you fulfill the destiny woven into your very being, the destiny of a star-born seeker. Blood type B, the mystics of Sirius. For those with blood type B, there is an undeniable pull toward the mystical, a deep yearning to uncover the hidden wisdom of the universe. This is no coincidence, as many believe that individuals with this blood type are connected to Sirius, the brilliant star system that has been venerated by ancient cultures as a source of divine knowledge and enlightenment. From the Dogon tribe of Africa, who held an inexplicably advanced understanding of Sirius's celestial movements, to the Egyptians, who associated it with their gods, and the Mayans, who called it the Star of Wisdom, this celestial body has long been recognized as a beacon of higher consciousness. If you have blood type B, your soul is intricately linked to this cosmic heritage, carrying within it the energy of the Sirius system and the teachings of those who once walked the earth in harmony with its wisdom. As a mystic and healer, you are naturally attuned to the unseen forces that flow through all things. Your presence alone often brings comfort and peace to those around you, as if you emanate an energy that soothes and restores balance. People may be drawn to you without knowing why, instinctively sensing your ability to hold space for healing and transformation. Your path is one of deep spiritual exploration, where you are called to uncover ancient knowledge, practice the healing arts, and bridge the gap between the physical and spiritual worlds. To fully step into your cosmic role, it is essential to awaken and activate your heart chakra. This energy center, located at the middle of the chest, is the gateway to unconditional love, compassion, and divine wisdom. Meditation focused on this chakra can help you deepen your connection to the Sirius system and allow the loving frequencies of that star to flow through you. Visualizing a radiant green or pink light expanding from your heart can enhance your ability to give and receive energy, strengthening your natural gifts of empathy and healing. Beyond meditation, you may feel a strong calling toward energy healing practices, modalities that allow you to channel, balance, and restore energy in others. Whether through Reiki, crystal healing, sound therapy, or other alternative healing techniques, your hands and spirit possess a unique ability to facilitate deep transformation. Working with these healing methods will not only amplify your spiritual power, but also help you fulfill your role as a guardian of harmony in a chaotic world. Your spiritual connection is also deeply rooted in nature. Unlike those who seek wisdom solely from books or teachings, you find truth in the rhythm of the natural world. Being near forests, rivers, mountains, or the ocean allows you to recharge and attune yourself to the energy that flows through all living things. The trees whisper ancient secrets, the waves sing cosmic lullabies, and the wind carries messages from the stars. By immersing yourself in these sacred spaces, you unlock a deeper understanding of the universe and your place within it. However, as someone with heightened sensitivity, protecting your energy is just as important as sharing your gifts. You are naturally receptive to the emotions and vibrations of those around you, which can sometimes leave you feeling drained or overwhelmed. Setting energetic boundaries through grounding exercises, protective visualization techniques, or even simply taking time for solitude is crucial in maintaining your balance. Just as a healer must care for themselves before they can care for others, you must safeguard your own energy so that you can continue to uplift those who seek your light. By embracing these practices, you align yourself with the divine wisdom of Sirius, walking the path of the mystic with grace and purpose. You are not just a seeker of knowledge, but a transmitter of celestial truths, a healer who brings light where there is darkness, and a guardian of energies that extend beyond time and space. In honoring your cosmic legacy, you fulfill your destiny as a bridge between worlds, guiding others toward healing, harmony, and the infinite wisdom of the stars. Blood type AB, the divine alchemists. Among all blood types, AB is the rarest and most enigmatic, embodying a fusion of energies that sets its bearers apart from the rest of humanity. If you have blood type AB, you are not easily defined by conventional categories. You exist between worlds, both mystical and material, light and shadow, intuition and logic. Your soul is a bridge between opposites, uniquely positioned to weave together energies that others perceive as separate. While this dual nature can sometimes make you feel like an outsider, it is also your greatest gift, for you are meant to unify, to reconcile, and to reveal the deep interconnectedness of all things. Your spiritual journey is one of duality and balance, requiring you to embrace both the tangible and the ethereal aspects of existence. You have the ability to see the unseen, to understand multiple perspectives, and to hold space for paradoxes that others struggle to reconcile. This makes you a natural mediator, a healer of divisions, and an alchemist of energy. However, this path also demands that you cultivate inner harmony, for without balance, the pull of opposing forces can leave you feeling torn between extremes. To fully awaken your divine alchemical potential, you must first explore the practice of non-duality meditation. The universe does not function in rigid binaries of good and evil, light and dark. It flows through an intricate dance of interwoven energies. By meditating on the interconnectedness of all things, you can transcend limiting perceptions and access a higher state of awareness. Imagine yourself dissolving into pure energy, merging with the cosmos and understanding that every force, whether perceived as positive or negative, has its purpose in the grand design. As an individual who walks between worlds, you are also a deeply sensitive empath. You feel the emotions of others intensely, often absorbing their pain, joys, and struggles as if they were your own. This emotional depth allows you to offer profound understanding and comfort, but it also requires you to develop strong self-protection techniques. Without proper boundaries, your energy can become overwhelmed by external forces, leading to exhaustion or emotional turbulence. Learning to balance empathy with self-preservation is a crucial part of your spiritual mastery, one that allows you to serve as a guide without losing yourself in the process. Another defining trait of those with blood type AB is their visionary insight. You have a natural ability to see beyond the surface of reality, detecting patterns, energies, and truths that others overlook. This makes you an exceptional mentor, someone who can help others navigate their own spiritual paths with wisdom and clarity. Whether through teaching, counseling, or simply offering a fresh perspective, your presence has the power to illuminate hidden possibilities and guide others toward a deeper understanding of themselves and the universe. But perhaps the most profound aspect of your soul's mission is alchemy and transformation, the ability to blend and harmonize seemingly opposing energies to create something entirely new. Throughout history, alchemists sought to transmute base metals into gold. Yet the deeper truth of their work was not material but spiritual, the refinement of the soul into its highest form. You carry the same energy within you, constantly evolving, transforming challenges into wisdom, and reshaping reality in ways that transcend ordinary perception. By embracing this path, you step into your role as a beacon of unity, reminding others that all forces in the universe are interconnected. You show that light cannot exist without shadow, that wisdom arises from both reason and intuition, and that the greatest power lies not in choosing sides, but in harmonizing the whole. In walking this journey with awareness, you fulfill your purpose as a divine alchemist, one who bridges worlds, transforms energies, and reveals the infinite potential that lies in the unity of all things. Or negative blood, the starseeds of the unknown. If you have or negative blood, you may have spent much of your life feeling different, as if you don't entirely belong in this world. There is a reason for this. A deeper truth that many believe connects our negative individuals to something far beyond Earth. Some spiritual traditions suggest that those with this rare blood type are starseeds, souls with origins that trace back to other realms, other dimensions, or even distant celestial civilizations. Unlike those who feel at home in the patterns and structures of this world, you have always sensed that reality is far more mysterious than what is commonly accepted. You are drawn to the unexplained, the mystical, and the forbidden, compelled to seek knowledge that lies beyond the boundaries of conventional understanding. This deep sense of being different is not an accident. It is part of your cosmic blueprint. From an early age, you may have questioned everything: societal norms, history, religion, and even the very fabric of existence. You have an intuitive sense that there is more to reality than what is taught, and this restless curiosity propels you toward the hidden truths of the universe. Unlike many who accept what they are told without question, you seek answers in ancient texts, esoteric teachings, and spiritual philosophies that others might dismiss as strange or impractical. To embrace your cosmic role, you must first explore the paranormal and the unknown without fear. Your attraction to lost civilizations, secret societies, extraterrestrial theories, and mystical practices is not a mere coincidence. It is an encoded part of your soul's mission. Whether through studying sacred geometry, ancient prophecy, or quantum metaphysics, you are meant to uncover the deeper workings of the universe and challenge the mainstream narratives of reality. Developing your intuition is also essential. You are naturally gifted with an inner knowing that transcends logic. But to fully unlock this gift, you must cultivate it. Meditation, dream work, and divination practices, such as tarot, astrology, or scrying, can help you access the hidden layers of consciousness where ancient knowledge resides. Pay attention to synchronicities and subtle signs from the universe. They are guiding you toward greater awareness. Perhaps one of the greatest challenges for arch-negative individuals is the feeling of isolation, a sense of standing apart from the world, as if your energy doesn't fully align with those around you. But this uniqueness is not a flaw, it is your strength. Instead of trying to conform or suppress your differences, recognize that you were never meant to walk the same path as others. You are here to forge a new one, to break away from outdated paradigms and introduce perspectives that others might not yet be ready to accept. Your purpose may not fit neatly into the expectations of society, but that is because you are a trailblazer, someone who illuminates hidden truths, expands human consciousness, and brings forward knowledge that challenges and transforms the world. By embracing your journey with confidence, you step fully into your starseed legacy, paving the way for others who are just beginning to awaken to the vast, mysterious reality beyond the known. Your blood type is more than just a classification. It is a gateway to understanding your soul's origins, your unique spiritual gifts, and your purpose in this vast universe. As you embrace your lineage, remember, the mysteries of your blood are waiting to be discovered, and within you lies the power to unlock the ancient wisdom of the cosmos. Now we turn to you. Have you ever felt a connection between your blood type and your spiritual path? Let's subscribe and share your journey, and let's explore these cosmic mysteries together.